Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to program the user profile updating process. So I'm going to show you the process and I'll explain the codes. First I'm going to sign into the user. Go into my profile. This is user profile settings. You can change some settings in here. So I have added address, province, district, city, postal code, and a profile image. I can update this if I want. So I'm going to update it. So the dialog says change successful. So I'm going to see the database. It changed. So you can see the data are changed here. So let's see the coding of this process. So I'm going to start with the user profile PHP file. It starts with standard HTML boilerplate. Book type HTML and head tags where I linked Bootstrap, Font Awesome, and custom CSS and my custom style CSS file. These libraries help style the page and make it responsive. Next, I include two important files, header.php and connection.php. The header.php adds the navigation bar, and connection.php connects the site to the MySQL database. Here I check if the user is logged in by verifying the session variable $session u. If it exists, I retrieve the user's email and then fetch three datasets using SQL queries. 1. User detail from the user and gender table. 2. Profile image from the profile image table. 3. Address details. By joining the user has address, city, district, and province tables. These results are stored in an associative arrays for later display. In this section, I display the user's profile image. If no image exists, a default SVG image is shown. Otherwise, the stored image path from the database is displayed. There is also a hidden input type file and a label styled as a button to upload a new profile image. Now we have the main profile form. It displays editable fields for first name, last name, mobile, and address. Sensitive information like password, and email are shown as read-only for security. Each input field is pre- each input field is pre-filled using PHP echo statements with values from the $user details and $address details arrays. For address details, I'm showing province, district, and city as dropdowns. These values are fetched dynamically from the database, so the user can select or update their region easily. I also added logic to pre-select the current province, district, and city. Finally, there is a button at the bottom, Update My Profile. When clicked, it triggers a JavaScript function called update_profile, which sends all the data to the server asynchronously. Let's look at how the frontend connects with the backend. The first function is change profile image. When the user selects a new image file, this function listens for the file input change event, generates a temporary URL for the selected image using window.url.createObjectURL function, and immediately updates the image tag preview. So the other user can see their new profile image instantly before uploading. Now the main logic happens here in the update profile function. I first collect all the input fields, name, contact, address, and the selected image using document getElementById method. Then I create a new form data. Then I create a new form data object and append all these values to it, including the image file. This form data is then sent using an AJAX request through XML HTTP request. I open a post request to user profile update process PHP and send the form data. Inside onReady state change, I check if the request is completed successfully using this code. Request ready state equal 4 and status equal 200. If the response from the PHP file is updated or saved, I show a success alert reloading the page. I show the success alert and reload the page. Otherwise, the response text is displayed as an alert message. Now let's see the backend logic. This is where the data gets updated in the database. I start the session and include the connection file again to ensure database access. Then I retrieve the user's email from the session and all the post values from the Ajax request: first name, last name, mobile, address details, province, district, city, and postal code. First, I ver- First, I verify if the user exists in the user table. If yes, I perform an update query on the user table to modify the name and mobile number. Next, I check if an address already exists in the user has address table. If found, it updates the existing address with a new line 1, line 2, city and postal code. If not found, it inserts a new address record. Now comes the image upload process. The first I first check if there's exactly one file uploaded. If so, I get the image type and verify it against the allowed types: JPEG, PNG, and SVG. Depending on the file type, I assign the proper extension. Then I create a unique file name using unique ID and move the uploaded file to the resource/profile images folder. After uploading, I check whether the user is already has I check whether the user already has an image record. If yes, I update the existing one. Otherwise, I insert a new record. Finally, a PHP file sends a simple text response back to the JavaScript, either updated or saved, or an error message, which the frontend then displays as an alert. So the user profile PHP file page loads user data from the database and displays it. When the user changes any information and clicks the update button, the JavaScript collects all the form data and sends it to the server via Ajax. The user profile update process PHP file script validates the user profile update process PHP script validates updates or insert the data into the relevant tables and handles image uploads securely. A response message is sent back to the client, and the page reloads with updated information. This flow provides a smooth real-time update experience for the user without page refresh during data submission, only at the end to reload update values. That's the complete explanation of my user profile updating process in the eShop. Thank you.